My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge.
So the Lord said his people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are destroyed from a lack of knowledge. And they ain't talking about the knowledge that you get in school, because they don't teach you nothing in school. They teach you color in the crayon box in school, you know? Through K through 12th grade, they don't teach you nothing but white supremacy. All they teach you is white history. That Christopher Columbus discovered America, and he didn't discover America. It was people actually living. It was people actually living in this land before it was taken over and named America. And they was actually from the tribe of Gad, the so-called Native American Indians. You know what I'm saying? So our people are destroyed from the lack of knowledge. We don't know who we are because the Lord sent this man against us, as a belt to whip our ass until we get in line. In the last days, we waking up, and now we remembering who we are in the last days. Now we finding out that, dang, everything they taught us in school was just a lie. Everything they taught us in school was a lie. You know what I'm saying? You got that up?
Because thou hast rejected knowledge.
So the Lord said, because you reject knowledge, the Lord said, because you reject knowledge and choose the knowledge, the people want to get their master's degree, people want to get their associates. They satisfied, they happy because they got a diploma or a damn GED. That don't mean nothing to the Lord, because that ain't the knowledge that the Lord is talking about. The Lord isn't talking about that knowledge. You grab, snatch my hood off my head. The Lord ain't talking about that knowledge. He ain't talking about the knowledge that you get in school. The Lord talking about the laws, statutes, and commandments. So get that out, huh? The Lord said, my people are destroyed from a lack of knowledge. So the Lord said, because our people reject knowledge, I will reject thee. The Lord said, because you reject knowledge, he gonna reject you. Our people walk by and they don't want to hear the word. But the Lord gonna reject you. You know what I'm saying? Because you rejecting his prophet, you rejecting his word. We don't speak our own words up here. We speak thus said the Lord, and you rejecting the Lord's words right now, so the Lord gonna reject you. The Lord gonna reject you. So let's find out what this knowledge is according to the Bible that we keep rejecting, rejecting. Let's get it. Malachi 2 and 7. Book of Malachi chapter 2 verse 7.
The book of Malachi chapter 2 verse 7. For the priest's lips shall keep knowledge.
So the Lord said the priest's lips, the pastors, T.D. Jakes, T.D. Snakes, you know what I'm saying, Creflo $1 billion, they should keep knowledge, but they don't keep knowledge because they don't know knowledge. The Lord ain't sent them. Those prophets are not sent by the Lord, man. Those prophets are not sent by the Lord. They are wolves in sheep's clothing. And our people flock to them because they got a big church. They flock to them because they got a big building. They flock to them because they see the majority of the people flocking to the church. But the Lord said, broad is the way of destruction. That's the way of destruction. The dead in there. That's the congregation of the dead. None but dead souls in there. Them peoples ain't came to life because they haven't got the law, statutes, and commandments. They weren't taught the law, statutes, and commandments. They was taught by their slave master. They were taught by the same person that put you on the cotton field. The same person that stripped your baby from you. It's the same person that took your kids and gave them over for a gator bait. These same people on this earth today, man. So the Lord said our people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge.
And they should seek the law at his mouth.
They should seek knowledge and the law at his mouth, but he don't. He don't seek the law at his mouth. He tell you can eat what you want. You can eat shrimp. You can eat crab. You can eat lobster. You can't find any justification of that in the Bible. Where did the Lord tell you can go eat a shrimp plate, that you can go to Red Lobster? When did the Lord say Red Lobster is okay? And our people content. They content with eating that type of food. They content with eating chitlins and pork. That's a plantation plate. You ain't even on the physical plantation right now with chains on your neck, but you still eat pork. You still eat unclean food. You were forced to eat that bullshit by your slave master. Now you eat it willingly and celebrate eating it. And celebrate eating. You want to get the roaches out of your damn house. but you eat roaches with butter. You eat roaches with butter, but you want to get the roaches out of your house.
Butter and cocktail sauce.
Butter and cocktail sauce. Roaches. Man. And niggas scatter like roaches when the light come on. Don't nobody want to hear the truth. Don't nobody want to hear the truth. Don't nobody want to hear the truth. Don't nobody want to hear about the social injustice of our people. Don't nobody want to hear about how we constantly getting gunned down, shot down, how we killing each other. Because black on black crime is another thing. That's another thing of the Lord. Because we've been destroyed. All because we lack the laws, statutes, and commandments, the knowledge that the Lord is talking about. That's why. That's why we got black on black crime. That's why you got homosexuality. That's why you got men that can't contain, they can't control themselves and get a strong lust of desire, and they grab and rape a woman. What's wrong with thou shalt not rape? Ain't that lawful? Ain't that righteous? Why does that seem wicked? Why is everything that's good seem wicked and everything bad is seem good? The Lord said, woe to them that call it evil good.
Y'all believe in the Bible?
Every now and again.
Every now and then. What does the Bible say about slavery?
Actually,
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. What do you think? You see this here?
Bible did some fucked up shit about slavery, bud.
Civil axes?
Nah, man.
Civil axes where they throw battle axes and stuff? Oh shit, dude, I'm down for that. If you find it, let me know.
No, you see this here? This happened to a nation of people. You feel me? This happened to a nation of people. So the Bible speak about, when you read the Bible speak about redemption.
It does.
Redemption. It speak about redemption of a people. Cause
It
like
also says how to buy and sell slaves.
that's right. Cause you know what? But that would be thus said the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You either believe the Bible or not.
According to the Lord.
You see what according to
I
the
don't
Lord.
think
We believe that.
I think man wrote
Revelation
that part.
13, 9 through 10.
I think man wrote the part.
But man wrote it. Check
I
this
don't
out.
think God wants.
But check this out. Man wrote every information that you read. Every information that you read.
Yeah, so you have to read them.
Look how many times. And look how many times. Look how many times tissue been printed.
Right.
You still use tissues like your ass. Like your ass. Look how many times money been printed. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. Like, but all we teaching is.
Hey, I'm sorry.
Are you?
Do you guys know what Picahura Wings is?
Nah.
Have you heard of it?
Nah.
Well, not even a good thing or a bad thing or a...
You got a smartphone?
No, it's supposed to be. It's on a...
The book of Revelation, chapter 13,
got a
verse 9.
Yep.
If any man have an ear, let him hear.
God said, look, if any man have a ear,
It's
let
down
him
on
hear.
an aquarium.
He that leadeth into captivity
So the Lord said he that lead into captivity. The nation of people led into captivity. You know what I'm saying?
shall go into captivity.
The Lord said he that lead into captivity shall go into captivity. But we ain't talking about many nations.
I'm sloppy.
Bring it
He
out.
said many nations in the captivity. Name a whole nation as a whole went to a nation. I understand individuals.
During the building
We
of
are the
pyramid.
Israelites.
We are the Israelites. That's what we're saying. That's what we preach.
Those people over there in Israel right now, them are Khazars.
They
That
are.
was before.
Them are German
There are
Europeans.
Ish is something pertaining to the real thing. If I told you you're childish, you're not a child. You just acting like a child. The suffix ish is something pertaining to the real thing. You feel what I'm saying?
Abraham.
Because like when you read Jeremiah 14, when you back it up, what do you
That's
Yeah,
pre-Abraham.
Yeah, bring it out.
That's pre-Abraham.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the
The Lord
sword.
said must be killed. And that might be the Lord. Now this the Bible now. Like look, whether y'all believe the Bible or not, we believe the Bible. You got people that put their hand on this book. We believe this book. And
Right, in the courtroom,
you go ahead,
in the
go ahead.
courtroom, like I said, regardless if you believe in the Bible or not, your government believes in it, right? So you got to go in the courtroom and put your hand and swear on the Bible, even if you don't believe in it, right? So that makes you believe it. That makes you what does that make you be? Okay, if I sit right here and kill somebody, right? If I kill somebody, okay, listen, if I kill somebody, right, and you was witnessing with me, right? What are you? An accomplice of murder, right? So if you swear on the Bible, no, you don't believe it, you're an accomplice.
If I do not attempt to stop.
That's right.
But you're an accomplice, though.
That's right.
If I do not try to stop.
Regardless if you don't stop me or
Stop
not.
me.
You know
it's
what?
still-
I will never stop a person for their beliefs. You guys.
So you want to stop a pedophile? You want to stop a pedophile?
You're right, yeah.
But I stop.
You want to stop a
Of
pedophile?
course.
But you just say you want to stop a person for their beliefs.
You got
I
people
wouldn't
believe.
stop you
Look,
guys.
check this out. Check this
You
out.
guys.
Drunk is what it is.
Because everybody,
You guys hook up with me. I will never stop a single person.
Hey, look, all we teaching is, man, look, we're teaching Israel and the people that did this to the Bible speak about redemption and you speak about they had to go
Man, respect.
That's what we speak. Before y'all go, grab Exodus 21 and 16. Because a nation of people were stole, y'all agree, right? Yeah. That's what the Lord said.
Exodus 21 and 16.
You talking about the children of Israel.
And he that stealeth a man,
The Jews.
and he that stealeth a man,
A nation of people stole and sold an auction block. The first thing sold in Jamestown, Virginia.
and selleth him,
And what?
and selleth him,
They were sold on auction block.
and if he be found in his hand,
And he be found in his hands. We still is found in America's property here in Babylon, the land of confusion. Where you say you can sleep with whoever you want to be, where you get practice bestiality, etc.
he shall be surely put to death.
No, he should get pardoned.
He shall be put to
The
death.
Lord said they should be put to death. Grab number 35 and 33. Because it was bloodshed. This land was built off of bloodshed, rape, robbery, and murder, man.
Wasn't it though? I mean, look at the Native Americans.
That's what I'm saying.
We're the same people.
And we're the same people.
Dude, I'm half Irish, half Native. You know the Irish
What's your father? But no, the Irish didn't go into slavery. They was
They
indentured
did.
service.
No, they went into
Dutch.
slavery.
Dutch.
in the
Okay, so you know the
Caribbean.
Dutch down to the Negroes.
The Irish. No. Like,
Look,
the
the
Negroes
Irish,
far
he
got
said,
the
I gotta
worst
correct
of
something.
it.
I ain't about all that.
They far got the worst of it. But
the Bible
you cannot
says
say the Irish did not.
He chose the Jews,
But
right?
you check,
Everybody's equal.
but check this out.
Got a different. Oh, I'm sorry.
But check this out though.
You don't get to the British.
Remember, you
They
said
were
Irish.
everybody. They
You
gave
said Irish were
content.
slaves. They was indentured servants.
No, they don't. They were
And they gave
mostly.
land.
And
We was promised 40 acres and a mule and didn't get a damn thing. Reparation. The Japanese got reparation and everything. We didn't get a thing.
True, I'm not.
To an extent.
They were looked down upon worse than
But
white.
who did that to them? The same
Check
people.
this out. If
They
that was
all
on down,
See what I'm saying? Like the same people.
Y'all worked for 7 years.
No, that was indentured slavery.
Right,
I'm
indentured
talking about
service.
they were also made.
Now, can you prove that?
They were also.
Do you have any evidence?
Yes.
Prove it.
Bring it up.
It's just.
Cause they gave y'all property and a musket to defend your
In
property.
parts of.
And then gave y'all the police
In
station.
parts of.
They gave y'all the police station. And what y'all still policing to this day. Most of the police officers are what? Irish, ain't they?
Yeah.
Most of the police officers are Irish, ain't they?
But you know what that was?
They gave y'all the police
You
station.
know why?
Bring that out, King. Bring that out real
No.
quick. Let's show you we ain't pulling shit out of our ass real quick. Hey, hold on real quick.
Go ahead, let us speak.
Go ahead, King. Go ahead.
Go ahead, speak.
You won't let me.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, you got the floor.
So the Irish took over police stations because they were so looked down upon.
Who created the police station?
It was way before that.
And wait, no. Well, okay, so who created the slave patrol?
White.
No, white people did. The Irish did. The Irish said, I'm gonna catch your slave for you.
Here's the part though. The Irish look against each other the same way as everybody else. They have no room.
You know,
Well, no, but that's not that's an in-house problem.
We don't got you. Exactly, it's an in-house problem.
But that is not to say.
We don't have unity because
they were referred to as the white version.
How many people have stopped by and talked
Most
about
of the time they were in America.
However, some of them they be like, y'all teaching hate and we coming out the Bible.
The Irish accent is like
I got mad respect.
Like we going out of the Bible and we going to
slammed against.
I got mad
They realized that the only way they could ever stop doing it and stop getting. I mean, what cars today are called Patty.
Look, what he said, Irish, right?
Patty is a racial.
When have the
slur.
Irish? Well, listen. When have the Irish? Listen. Did anybody?
There's been documentation.
You show up.
I can tell.
We've been by our
I apologize.
No,
I'm trying. We trying to deal in order. That's why we trying to. We trying to deal in order. Because contrary to popular belief, we are Hebrew Israelites. They call us the BHI. They call us Black Hebrew Israelites. So they say we can't deal in order. They say that we teach that all white people going into slavery, which the Bible says whoever leads in slavery have going to slavery. Man shall reap what he sow. So
any man
love God and no respect of person. You know what I'm saying? The Lord said we bring punishment upon the nation, whether
I
it be
mean,
an
as long as it
individual or a whole
doesn't
nation.
negatively affect another human being, I give you all the power in the world.
Okay, well check this out. Pedophilia doesn't negatively affect most child that it affects. Okay, we got a pastor, Joyce Myers.
Yeah.
Why didn't it affect her? She was a millionaire, a billionaire. Huh? Weinstein, Harvey Weinstein. It didn't affect him.
Not affecting me.
But you just said if it doesn't affect anybody in the wrong way, then you don't
No,
care
if
about
it doesn't affect them other.
Okay, but listen, pedophiles don't affect their children. Sometimes they love their children. Sometimes they love them, and then they fuck them. But the child ain't gonna fuck them. Some people aren't. Okay, that's what I'm saying.
We're not affecting.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
Unto what?
Unto himself.
Unto himself.
Above all people.
Above what?
Above all people.
So we are above all people. The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are above all people. That thus said the Lord. Bring it out one more time.
For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Y'all believe the Bible?
Got 5 minutes left?
Y'all wrap it up for a minute?
We're on our way somewhere, but thank you.
All right.
Hey, choose that over God?
Sorry?
You choose that over God? Yeah, about just about 6 to 8 minutes.
Okay, what are we doing?
Okay, look.
I'm
Do
not.
y'all believe in justice?
Yeah.
What y'all think should happen to us if we get no reparation out of 40 acres of land?
Wait, tell me more about it.
Like, what you think that should happen? What y'all think should be done for what happened to us?
Oh, right.
Definitely some.
Because we didn't get no 40 acres on mule, we didn't get no reparations. We still getting gunned down in America.
Yeah,
We still
it's fucked up,
the
man.
first fine, last high. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's a race problem. But you know what? It's everywhere you go. Everywhere you go, you got blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans in the ghetto. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like all of this stuff happening, and what we out here doing, we come out here to liberate our people, let our people know that they're not a color of the crayon box. Because we calling ourselves black. We come over here, they call us Negro. Our nationality changed from Negro, then it went from black, then it went to color, then it went from Afro-American, that's a damn hairstyle. Then now it's African American, a hyphenated nationality. So the question for us, I started searching. I said, man, who the hell am I? Because I said, the hell with the church, damn that Bible. And then I come to find out, damn, the word Jewish, something ish means something pertaining to the real thing. Damn. Then I go into the book of Revelation 2 and 9. Christ said, he know the blasphemy, meaning the lies of them that say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. So that's deep. So Christ, that's written in red. Christ saying people will be claiming to be the Jews. They are not. They're going to be the synagogue of Satan. It's meaning Satan going to dwell in that nation of people. You see what I'm saying? So our identity was stolen. Jeremiah 14:2 tell you the Jews are black into the ground. Will you grab that for me real quick? Jeremiah 14:2. Jeremiah 14:2. We don't believe in religion either, because like religion is man-made. Though the Bible was man-made, the Bible was written by holy men. We don't believe. But that's the thing. People think about it. Bible been translated, money been translated, money been printed for so long, toilet paper been printed for so long. We still use it. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Only reason we use this book is people put their hand on this book, they swear an oath in on the Bible, they do all this type of stuff, but ain't nobody telling the truth in it. The truth in it. The truth in it, we not a color in the crayon box, that we are the real Jews. Bring that out real quick. We're about the Jews. The word Jew is short for Jewed up. That's only one tribe. How can you claim to be the people of God and you only claim to be one tribe? Go ahead.
The book of Jeremiah 14:2. Judah mourner.
What the Lord say?
Judah mourner.
The Lord say the real Jews are in mourning. They are mourning in the ghettos, in America, in the slums. Go ahead.
And the gates thereof,
The gates going into the leaders. Our T.D. Jakes, Creflo Dollars, Martin Luther King, all these folks, that our leaders are weak. Language. Go ahead.
They are black.
They are what?
Black.
The Jews are what?
Black.
No, they're white.
Black.
The Bible said the Jews are black into the ground. Genesis 2:7, the God said he formed man from the dust of the ground. You see what I'm saying? Like, all we teaching is that we the people of the book, man. The Bible talking about redemption. Bring Matthew chapter 2, verse 12. Because America was built off, how did they get America? Right.
There's a lot of Spanish conquistadors at first.
Right.
So but they weren't normal citizens.
So that was Texas too. And then
Right, you're right about
came,
that.
so I mean, it was all three of those groups.
You're right about that, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
And,
That's competing.
then I'm not sure if black people were in the UK or not at that time.
Oh, we was everywhere. The transatlantic slave trade shipped us everywhere.
Exactly.
The only difference between us and black, a lot of people think we African. We know they're Africa.
You can tell from an African and a black people.
Because if you snatch a people and you take them from a landmass and put them somewhere else,
They don't change. Just because I moved to China, somebody steal me and take me to China, they don't make me a Chinese American. That don't make sense. You see what I'm saying? But like they say, like when you read the Bible in church, go to church, they tell you that we are cursed. Because Ham had a son, they seen his father naked, and they say Ham was cursed black. We couldn't read about Ham because the contrary to popular belief, we are not African. Y'all go down. We're gonna give you all y'all some.
Ham, the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and the one of 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor,
The father
of the dark races,
all the dark races. But what?
but not the Negro.
We was called Negroes when we got off those slave ships. So what is the scholars saying? They saying the so-called blacks in America are not the same. The Negroes are not the same as the blacks over there. You got a black Chihuahua and a black Rottweiler. They don't make them the same breed. You got Chinese and Japanese. You see what I'm saying? You know,
like Mexicans and Latinos. Like, you know what I'm saying? South
right.
America,
And the same thing. And grab that for me real quick. Now this from a white guy wrote this right here. It show you that we don't just pull shit out of our ass. Because people think that we can be out here making shit. Bring that out, bro. We actually niggas that read. We can read now, master. You feel me? Like shit. Read later, bro.
The originator of the new scientific ethnology was Dr. Samuel George Morton of Philadelphia. He published a book in 1839 that promised to bring an end to loose speculation about racial origins and differences between opening an era of hard-hearted imperialism. Morton's cranium, Americanized, was a result of years of collecting and examining human skulls.
So he just got this guy here examining human skulls.
He gathered and studied the crania of different types of men. Morton became aware of the differences between white, Indian, and Negro skulls, and of the fact that the ancient cranium in a given race did not seem to differ from those of the modern descendants.
So he said that ancient people and the modern people, it doesn't change. It's still the same.
Morton concluded that the races had always had the same physical characteristics, and by implication, the same mental qualities.
That's right.
In the 1840s, Morton collaborated with George R. Gilder, an Egyptologist who provided him with mummy heads and information about the racial significance of Egyptian tomb inscriptions and crania
It's about done.
Published in 1844, Morton pointed out that both cranial and archaeological research
Cranial and archaeological research
show the Egyptians were not Negroes.
So that Egyptians were not Negroes. They lied and said we were African.
As abolitionists and colonists had maintained that in fact blacks,
so-called African American,
had been regulated to the same severe position in ancient Egypt.
So they saying that we the same people that was in ancient Egypt serving that Moses said, let my people go. We've been marching since the book of Exodus. Ain't nobody let us go. We ready to get back in all that. But that I say she won. Right. Smallpox and something. Yeah, they drinking their livers to death right now because of that. Like it's some called
Native American women are going missing.
Slave trade. Sex trafficking.
Sex trafficking. It's so-called, look, over what?
I-75 right here. It's a big
over 90 something so-called African.
I tried to her to be more aware, bro. Like really.
Yeah, because they taking us, they stripping us from our melanin. They using our organs.
Native American.
I'm part Native.
What side? Your father? Father Native American.
My dad is.
But damn, when you actually, ain't no such thing as mixed. I don't know you believe.
The Native Americans were originally black. The Native Americans were originally black.
Like, but I was
So
like
Congress created the act, right?
Okay, hold on real quick. Like, we don't believe in religion. We believe this book is historical. It's what we were doing prior to the 1600s. Like, we didn't fall out the sky to a slave ship. This is actually our historic records that our ancestors left. But the Greeks and the Romans came together and added a book and called it Biblios.
So you're trying to trace your ancestry as far back as you can.
Right. And what we come to find out was
Before the 1600s.
the so-called white man said that we ain't lying. Bible said, the Bible prophecy said that we ain't lying because it said that our children, we had to serve in the fields, in the cotton fields, and our children will be given it to another people. It tell you that you know, all this stuff we read in the Bible. It's like over 2,000, over 1,000 years ago. Yeah. This over
that's
500 some years.
Plus.
I'm from Mississippi, and somebody in Mississippi just got released in 1973.
You said Lincoln Freedom?
No, we didn't freedom. I know that. But what was that? 17 something? That was like 300 years ago. Man.
Yeah, 1705.
Yeah.
The first slavery.
Right,
1601.
and it actually was 1441. They took the first slave from Africa and took them to Portugal. They took them to Portugal. It was actually in 1441.
But what you were saying, like you said, Native Americans are white. But you know,
I've been like most white people in the South have some Native Americans, some white.
right? Because you know what they did, right?
Yes.
When the Native Americans got conquered, they
His father, my grandfather's right.
So when they got rid of, when the America ruled on the case where they was supposed to get their land and the casino,
they're native
little money.
That's
They put every one of your ancestors.
Yeah, that's
put their name.
His grandfather Alizaria. He said grandfather Hebrew, Native American.
Native American?
Alizaria.
Oh yeah.
All of my family. Man.
Oh yeah. So you are, bro.
So like people think it's about skin color. It ain't even about skin color. It's about nationality.
Yeah,
it's like reason we ask what people outside nationality. We ask our people if they nationality. They gonna say black.
Yep.
Your nationality could be Creole.
So many people are ignorant.
You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? So like.
Have y'all ever done that 23andMe thing?
No, we don't believe in DNA test.
Oh yeah, you don't believe in it. That same DNA test told German Shepherd that it was Native American Indian. So
But you can go. It works in a certain reason. Like, say if I'm trying to find my mother, like this in modern time.
But they can't date. Wait.
We don't have a Hebrew body to date back from. We don't have Moses' body. We don't have Joseph bones. So we can't date it back to nothing.
Right. That's why the faith thing. That's why the Lord said these curses will be upon us for a sign.
Right.
When we pull up, you see that sign of the Dollar General. We know that's a Family Dollar because it say Family Dollar. It's a sign.
They didn't want to be on camera that fucking bad.
That's what I'm saying.
Everybody was saying.
Like, I didn't even realize this shit. But,
I did.
Yeah, but this is what we do, man. Like, whenever you see our brothers out with these on, we are the Israelites. Some of us is harsh as hell. Some of us, you know what I'm saying? Some of us harsh. They told bad. What do y'all do? Basically YouTube. The YouTube is it's a highway now for people to catch it now. The internet. But the Lord tell us to go to the highways and hedges and compel the people to come in.
For our safety, for everybody else.
Yeah, for our safety, and you know what I'm saying, everybody else's safety as well. Because I had a white lady run up on me last month.
Yeah.
She got mad because I brought out a scripture where Christ called a European white woman a dog in the Bible. That's Matthew 15. And it was said the woman, it was a Grecian. The Greeks, Alexander the Great was a Greek, right? He called this lady, he said, because she said, Lord, my daughter is vexed with a demon. The Lord told her, look.
He didn't answer.
He didn't answer her at first. The disciple said, send her away. She get on our nerves. She answered, she crying after us. And Christ said, man, bring it out real quick.
The one person, then y'all can leave.
No, we're actually going.
You gotta go. Y'all go.
He said,
How long y'all be out?
we're here about 30, 45, 30.
Long as that battery on that camera still going, we gonna be out here. Hey, but y'all have a good night, man. Enjoy y'all night, man.
Hey, know that you're an Israelite, man.
Yeah, you an Israelite.
I don't really have a
It dates back to your grandfather.
The Jewish people in Israel, they standing in our seat right now. We're not. If I told you a child is right, the suffix ish is something pertaining to the real thing, right? So that means you're not a child. So Jewish, that means they're not a Jew. They're not a Jew. According to the Bible, they don't fit the criteria. According to the Bible, the real Jews would go into slavery on slave ships. Their children had to work in fields. They would have to serve and be cursed in the city and in the cotton fields. And they would have to be sold into their enemies for bond men and bond women. And no man shall buy it. Meaning no man shall save it. Marcus Garvey done tried to save us, Malcolm X, everybody done tried to save so-called black people. And a lot of people some people they don't give a damn. They could be like to hell with them niggas talking about. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But we actually do believe the Bible because God, He talks about redemption.
That's bloodshed. Read Numbers 35 and 33. Numbers 35 and 33. Numbers 35 and 33.
Supposed to help each other out.
Numbers 35 and 33.
And they can't help us out if they ain't giving us our nationality because we still calling ourselves black. That's the color in the crayon box. That's not a nationality. Our nationality and our religion and our culture and our way of life, everything was stripped from us and they culture was forced on us.
That's what the UN said, right?
Yeah,
So
right.
they can't give us reparations unless y'all become a nationality, unless y'all have a nationality or people that we can pay.
That's right. That's why we haven't received any reparation because they don't want to
They don't
tell
wanna
us
pay.
who we really are.
I'll
You got that up.
find the whole Native American thing hilarious too. Like why not just American?
What's that now?
Native
Because
American.
think about it. Because think about it. You talk about
We didn't call it, the natives didn't call it American, so that's why they didn't.
Yeah. They didn't call it that.
Called Turtle Island.
Yep. Bring it out again.
So you shall not pollute the land wherein ye are.
So the Lord said you're supposed to pollute the land. When a person shed innocent blood and the land is built up off of rape, rob, and murder, that land becomes polluted. Go ahead.
For blood defiled the land.
So innocent blood, all this blood, the trail of tears, the morning deep, the transatlantic slave trade, the sub-Saharan slave trade, all of that happened was shipped across the globe.
And the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein.
So all the blood that was shed in this land, it can't be cleansed by the blood, all that blood that was shed, but by what?
But by the blood of him that shed it.
But by the blood of him that shed it. You know what I'm saying? The so-called white man shedded all this blood. You feel me? The Bible letting you know that the so-called white man and the nation of people, not just the so-called white man. It ain't just about the white thing. Let me get that understood for the camera because the Africans had us slaves too. But we are not Africans. Just because we black, they don't make us African. We're not even American. America was conquered by
America's not a nationality.
America's not even nationality. It's
It's just a country.
we call ourselves two continents. We call ourselves African American with a hyphen in the middle of it. That's not a nationality. You see what I'm saying? That's not a nationality. So our question is, who are we? And we find out who we were, who we are now.
That's right.
We find out who we are now. What's this?
Defile not therefore the land which ye shall inhabit.
Yeah, this ain't on that. Give me Isaiah 14:21. Isaiah 14:21. Because you may say, you know what I'm saying? You may say, I didn't do this. You may say, I didn't do that. My people did that, right? But it's fuck you, bro. Like you may say, I didn't do that. You may say, my people did that. My ancestors did, not me. Go to
The book of Isaiah chapter 14 and 21. Prepare slaughter.
What the Lord say?
Prepare slaughter.
The Lord said, prepare slaughter.
Genocide. For his children.
For who? For who?
For his children.
Oh dang, he didn't. That man died. But the Lord said, prepare slaughter for his children, and his children had children. Go ahead.
For the iniquity of their fathers.
So the Lord said, prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquities of their fathers. So they got to pay for the sins of what they did, what their forefathers did. Their forefather ran out on the tab and they didn't pay. You know what I'm saying? So now they left y'all with the bill. Well,
that they do not rise.
They do not rise. The Lord don't want y'all to rise no more. Cause like when y'all rise, y'all you know what I'm saying? The wickedness increase. The air get polluted. Food get polluted. We just got, you know what I'm saying? The water get polluted.
All get spilled.
You know what I'm saying? Nation of people
are literally willing to die because they cannot afford medical bills.
Yeah, and we shouldn't even have to pay medical bills. We were brought over here against our will, and we got to pay taxes. We got to pay all this type of stuff. You know what I do when I get my hospital bills? I throw them in the damn garbage. Cause, you know why? Because look, I didn't ask to come here. I get like Fred Sanford on there. You know, Fred Sanford, he throw the bills in the garbage.
I can pass out at work, so I couldn't tell them no to the freaking ambulance ride. So I ended up driving by ambulance. Yeah, $1,000 for a freaking trip down the.
They told you $1,000?
$1,000 for that.
They told me $3,000. I got it riding a helicopter one day. They told me $3,000.
Oh, you got a helicopter?
Not the helicopter, but the ambulance. Yeah. Oh, $700,000. Man, I was gonna die. You hear me?
His credit right. Your credit ain't right. You black. You a slave.
I ain't even had no credit. You hear me? I was just starting out.
Look. That's why it was $1,000. How much was yours?
$3,000.
$3,000, man. That shit crazy.
$1,000 for the ambulance ride and $1,000 just to sit in the fucking bed.
Oh,
that's crazy.
That's great.
Yeah, they charge me 2 things.
Well, my bill do say goddamn what 7,500 something.
What's that game?
That damn medical bill I got, you threw it away.
Yeah, that's what I
Threw it away.
Oh, what the hell I'm gonna worry about it if I can't pay?
Yeah, see, that's why I love that. I was at work and they just told me like, oh, we'll take care of it. Fucking hospital stuff, the bills.
Yeah,
So I was like, in the garbage.
I go get loans and be like, fuck them loans. Because I didn't ask to come here. I need money.
Give me the
need money. We broke. We ain't got nothing. So that make you go get a loan. That make you go do
Yeah,
shit
that's
like
why
that.
I'm on college yet, because I don't got money and they will not pay me to take a loan. A lot of people try to talk to me, I'm like, no, because I know where the hell I'm at and how that shit works.
Right.
If I take a loan, I might end up spending a whole decade.
A whole damn decade
or my
trying to
whole
pay it
damn
off.
life.
And that's how they
just
do.
Trying to,
And that's how they do. And they send you to school and we don't learn a damn thing. They send you to school and you don't even know your nationality.
Go to trade school.
We don't even know our nationality. Everybody don't even know who they are. Oh. You see what I'm saying?
Japanese, Puerto Rican, Korean, German, Irish, and
But them not nationality.
Them not nationality.
Them are something that a nation created after the fact.
That's right.
So you say if I just made up a band right now. It's something I made up, right? Not something that you originally are. So a nationality is what you're originally born of. Like the ancient Persians or the ancient
that'll be hard for me to do.
you know what I'm saying? You can't most people don't want to date this back to, back towards, that action,
That's right.
really ancestors,
For example, Chinese know that they date back to Ammon.
Right.
Ammon. I mean, Japanese know they date back to Ammon.
They got the god called Ammon.
God called Ammon.
My
You know what
grandma's
I'm
from
saying?
Japan.
Japan.
Your grandma?
The East Indians, they descend from Elon in the Bible. See what I'm saying? All these different nations that you see. Only reason people read the Bible today because the same people on the earth today is in it. We just don't know who we are because we in Babylon the Great, and it's a land of
That's why I
confusion.
say I'm a man of faith and science.
A man of faith and science.
Well, science tell you that we came from rock.
That's
Well,
right.
they tell us it came from Africa.
You said science said we came from Africa? Okay, so it's two different sciences, okay? So you believe in Scientology, or do you believe in like certain sciences?
Certain science, pretty much.
Not all of them, not all, but some.
Some of it, like I say,
You believe in evolution? You believe in
evolution. I believe that was the will of God right there.
Well, evolution.
God. So why would God make monkeys evolve into humans instead of just creating humans?
And why they're still monkeys?
And why we don't got tails?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
If you evolve, that means you're losing something. I mean, you're gaining something, right? So why would we lose our tails if we evolve?
how you doing, Ellis? Doing all right?
And that would be a help. That would be a whole lot of goddamn help on it. A tail? I can sit with that watch TV and hold my remote at the same damn time.
They Dragon Ball Z.
I can drive and text at the same time on my tail.
It's kind of the trade-off for knowledge.
Huh? I mean, we were smart back then. How the hell if we weren't smart, how the hell we still here?
That's right. That's right. Yeah, we were
Still
smart.
haven't learned how
They
to
try to
get
act
along.
like we weren't smart. We were smart. They act like they were putting niggas with plates in their lips and like we had sticks before we come over here.
And they ain't even get the niggas with plates in their lips.
Yeah,
You hear me?
I just played a game that was supposed to be as accurate as possible. He's freaking trying to tell me we had freaking stone and stick tools 2 million years ago, which kind of tripped me up, made me think like, okay, then if
What game was that?
Odyssey.
Oh, yeah.
We know it is. We know it's the heavenly world. That's what we say. That's what we say. We say it's the heavenly world. Because what people so-called call aliens, they call unidentified objects. We call them IFOs. Because we know what they are. You see what I'm saying? They are the primitive slaves used to sing "Swing Low, Sweet Chariot," "Come and Carry Me Home." They were singing about a band of angels coming to deliver them from redemption of their oppressor. So give me a simple one.
And I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north.
Whirlwind. Whenever you hear a whirlwind or a cloud, the scriptures say Christ is built on the cloud. You know, he coming back there. He coming back on the cloud. Whenever speak of a cloud, it's talking about a chariot.
A great cloud and a fire enfolding itself.
It looking like a fire and enfolding itself. But you got to realize they in the ancient time trying to explain what they looking at the future, what they see today. Go ahead.
And a brightness was about it, and out of the midst thereof, as the color of amber,
The color of amber.
out of the midst of the fire. Also out of the midst thereof came the likeness of 4 living creatures.
Of 4 living creatures.
And this was the appearance, this was their appearance.
This was the appearance of those 4 living creatures, which are angels. It's on those chariots. Go ahead.
They had the likeness of a man,
Of a man. So angels look like men. Go ahead.
and everyone
That's in his image.
and everyone had 4 faces,
That 4 faces go into a deeper understanding. I forgot what that means, but go ahead.
and everyone had 4 wings, and their feet were straight feet, and and the sole of their feet was like the sole of a calf's foot. And they sparkled like the color of a burnished brass.
And they what?
They sparkle like the color of burnished brass.
They sparkle like the color of burnished brass. Brass is the derivative of brown. And if you burn that, what color that turn? The scripture tell you Christ had hair like wool, hair white like wool, and the texture of wool, and feet the color of brass. Your feet gonna be the same color of your face, right? So it said he had feet the color of brass, as if they burned in a furnace. So if Christ was black, damn.
Hell yeah, I know.
Don't the Jews supposed to be black? You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
That's our argument. That's our.
Especially when you think about where they live. That's out in the Middle East.
Man, give me some.
Hey,
bro.
give me some,
bro.
bro.
Give me some, man.
God.
No, the picture of
Real.
Christ, that's actually
How y'all
a Pope's
doing?
son right there.
What did he just say? He said the real picture of Christ is actually the Pope's son.
Yeah, that, yo.
Oh, man,
give me another one. Give me another
That man
one.
got to understand.
Yeah.
Give me another one.
He got
Give
to
me
understand.
another
Yeah, that ain't the picture of Christ. No,
That's
just
right.
a freaking
Caesar
Pope's son right
Borgia.
there.
Caesar Borgia.
You
Hey.
freaking worshiping the Christ being like, is it Christ? And I'm like, hell no, it's
That's right. Because the Bible, you know what? And that's why the Bible speaks about an image of the beast.
Of the beast.
You remember that? You remember that? You ever heard of that? Familiar with that? Image of the beast. Did the Bible speak about the image of the beast? An image of, they call it an image of the beast. It said that the people would worship the image of the beast. How they worship the image of the beast? Because this image is being the whole
Too
time.
fast.
The whole world think that this man, they think that this man coming back through the sky riding the LBGT rainbow, handing out lollipops and shit.
You know what you say?
I said that they think that he coming back riding the LBGT rainbow, handing out food baskets and lollipops.
For real? Hey,
What do you say when you tell them that?
He's like, yes, I'm like, yeah.
They get mad. They get mad. Look. When he come back, they gonna be like, he's back and he's black. And he's gonna be mad because we his babies and we been treated like shit in America.
John F. Kennedy, you heard what he said?
That's the funny part too. Is I'm gonna laugh is Jesus Christ is gonna come down and no one's gonna recognize him because they're gonna be looking for the white.
They gonna say a nigga. That nigga ain't gonna rule over me.
What John F. Kennedy said?
Give me Luke 19 and 27. Because Christ got enemies. They got enemies. If you the enemies of his people and you done this to his people, then you are Christ's enemies. You know what I'm saying? The best thing for the so-called white people to do is to humble down and just acknowledge us being the Israelites, the people of God. You know what I'm saying? Bring it out, huh?
It says, book of Luke, chapter 19, verse 27.
Uh-huh.
But those mine enemies,
Who wrote that? What color they written in?
it's red letter.
They red letter. Who write it? What that mean? That mean it's Christ, right? When it was something written in red, that mean it's Christ. That's actually Christ speaking. Oh, you know that? Yeah. Now you know, because whenever it's written in red, that mean it's Christ speaking itself. Go ahead, huh?
But those my enemies,
So Christ said, "Those that are my enemies,
which would not that I should reign over them.
they don't want Christ to reign over them." People say, "I can't wait on the Lord to return." How so? How it is so when you're doing everything the Lord tell you not to do? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Bring here,
What Christ say?
bring here,
He said, "Bring them here."
and slay them before me.
He said, "Slay them before my face." That ain't the Jesus that they teach in the church, is it? That's not what they teaching in the church. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Like the Bible speaks about redemption. Give me Luke chapter 1, verse 68. Luke 1 and 68. Yeah,
we're not perfect.
they teach, you know what I'm saying, Christianity is actually the slave master doctrine. You know what I'm saying? Like they were actually taught that, we actually taught that doctrine of slavery. And we actually kept producing the same doctrine. Because the job is to destroy the people. After you kill the elders, you to burn down a library. A library full of history, full of knowledge and all of that. So they killed off all our elders. They killed off all our elders. And that's where we lost that knowledge.
You know, Alexandria had a library that Alexander the Great.
Especially during the early 1900s, that we were trying to find
Iconoclasm. You ever heard of iconoclasm?
force people to change their names, bring in doctors.
That's right. Roots, they made him say his name was Toby. He said, "No, my name Kunta." They beat his ass and said, "No, your name is Toby." That's how they did with us. They said they whooped our ass and said, "No, you a Pentecostal. No, you a Baptist. No, you know what I'm saying?" That's what they did to us.
We're doing this from the 7 yet we're forcing them to go our way.
Say it again. What is that?
He said he said they say we're free, but then we're forcing them to abide by our laws.
Exactly. Look at the blue green age. Because they said we free. Let's see what the Lord said about us. The Lord said we ain't free. They're the natives too. Because they from the tribe of Gad. Bring it up.
Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity.
The Lord said the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, where they've been scattered, they are yet this day in the captivity.
Where thou hast scattered us.
Where the Lord scattered us. The Lord called the so-called white man to come against us. And the Lord said he would send a nation against us as swift as the eagle fly. Go ahead.
For a reproach.
For what?
For a reproach.
For a reproach.
And a curse.
And a curse. The Lord said, behold, we are yet this day in the captivity, where now he has scattered us for reproach and a curse. And what else?
And to be subject to payment.
And we subject to payments. If we the kings of the earth and the rulers of the earth, and it's not given into our hands right now, we ain't got no inheritance with the whole entire planet, then, you know what I'm saying? When is it gonna end? You know what I'm saying? We ready to go home. We tired of it.
Right?
We ready to go home. We tired of being in America. And people will say, leave. Where we gonna go? Where are we gonna go? Where we go?
Give me some bag. Give me about
a couple billion. I'll leave. Mississippi. Why don't you go back? You know, yeah, that's right. Stolen like no.
Asian, Hispanic, and white.
It's your father. It's your father. Because according to the Bible, it go by the lineage of your father. If you plan
father is Hispanic and Asian.
Hey, hold on. What's his father? What's his father?
Hispanic.
Oh my goodness, I knew it.
Hey, bro. Hey, I knew it too. I knew it too. Hey, I was gonna say he might be a Jake.
Cause he look like
his spirits in here bearing witness with every damn thing that we saying. You are Israelite, bro. You are Israelite. Look, know this.
This is why I'm lucky on
you ain't a white man. You ain't a white man.
Check this out. It's not about skin color. It's not. If people go tell you it's about skin color, it ain't about skin color. It's about nationality.
That's right.
Martinez. They were forced on you by a Spaniard. You see what I'm saying? They were forced on you. You're not a damn Spaniard. You are Israelite. You are a king walking this earth. Remember that.
King, man.
You are a king walking this earth, man. You know what I'm saying?
I know what.
You can. That's you see why it's important.
Hey, sometimes when you see my last name, like you speak like.
Yeah.
Like you speak English? Like, yes, I speak English.
Right. Look, you know what?
That
Look,
racist shit.
if I told you, man, I'm telling you, man. Look, that's why we ask people, what's your nationality? That's why we ask them that. Because it's 18 nations in the Bible. I can't just go by your skin color and say, hey man, you the devil, you the son. I can't just do that. You see what I'm saying? That's why we now we know you're Israelite, bro. You are Israelite. You're a king walking the earth, bro. You are God. You are God, bro, walking the earth, man. Right now we just in a low place right there. Your people in the borders. Look like I said. That's why it hurt him so much when he was talking about the Native Americans. You notice he kept talking about that, but that's your people, man. That's your people. That's genocide. Then America celebrate a holiday. They celebrate the genocide, the killing,
right now.
Yeah, and the slaughter of a whole genocide of a race of people. Talking about Thanksgiving. It's really Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? Thanksgiving, and they got to pay for that.
Them, settlers never would survive.
That's right. That's right, because they taught them how to do every damn thing.
Talking about cleanse the corpse, fish, and we even into a now, thankfully, early on, we weren't massacring them.
Right.
But we brought a disease that killed them and caused a lot of villages to disappear, and we just took over the village. And we glossed over that a lot in history. You know that?
Yup. Not you.
You
didn't do it, though. They did.
Don't let kids believe we're kind of, the past are giving us the idea like, oh, we built this village from scratch, and the natives were just there. We came over, we didn't really know about this land.
No shit.
We only had
not really, bitch. No shit. Y'all was taking. The Spaniards were taking a guess that it was over here.
Right.
These trips tended to say, well, God, so there's
that's right.
Completed, so all we had was our cattle.
Right.
Beyond that, they didn't really know how to do it.
Woo! Hey, nice save, Bob.
I saved them more than.
That's where they got lucky that the natives were dead or had already moved on, and they had settlements so they could just simply take over.
That's right.
Here's the Jack part, though. It's fair. They didn't have much choice. You had to kind of, it was there, so it was there. Use it to shelter themselves if need be. Where they did have the choice to suspect the dead. They didn't have to rob all those graves.
Right.
And actually brag about it in their journal.
They still doing it today. They digging up Egyptian graves, robbing that and putting it in a museum, saying, look what we found.
Taking the gold. Taking the gold and all that.
Then they knocked the nose out the pyramids, and then they whitewashed the paintings in there. Yeah, it's good. bugging out, man. Talk
about discovering Americas when there was already entire cities.
Right, it was all that time. Villages,
How you
pyramids.
gonna discover something?
This is why I kind of crack up when I talk to my Grammy.
Say it again.
This is when I crack up when I talk to my Grammy because she's one of those little passively aggressive racists.
Right.
She can hang out with them, but
Right,
when she
right,
gets
right.
talking though, you realize
Yeah.
like, oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
You realize it's there. You
Yeah.
Your granny's white?
They behind it. Yeah.
And she's racist against you?
Against Asians.
I mean, like say you're black.
Man.
Hispanics are black.
Right. Hey, look, bring Jeremiah 50 and 33 out real quick. Show you
So
something.
right, when she talks about the natives, though, she's like, they didn't know how to do. She would say like, oh, they didn't have cities. So I'm like, yes, they did. Like, no, they don't know who those cities. Like, yes, we do.
Man. That's not, they don't never want to acknowledge what they did to them. You know what I'm saying?
Like, we didn't bring the wheel. They had the wheel.
Yeah. You know, like, then they broke all the treaties with the Native American Indians. Yeah. They broke every single treaty with the Native American Indians.
Pushed them off their own land and said like, this is ours now. And then we turn around and be like, here, why don't you go on this reservation? Like, that was originally ours.
Man, we got the Trail of Tears, the one in Neat. They were bashing baby heads in. The whole origin, the turkey and the cranberry sauce. It's an actual ritual that people participate in every year.
Tobacco and chocolate.
Yo, hey, this brother got some knowledge, man. This brother got some knowledge.
Science right there. Tobacco and chocolate.
They came got the chocolate from the Aztecs.
Yep. Sure did.
Same thing with chilies.
Yep, sure did.
The Aztecs just put chilies and spices in that
You're
chocolate.
supposed to be on this side, man.
Man, right.
You're supposed to be over here trying to help wake the we be trying to let Hispanics know that we are the same people, that we are the
My
God's
dad
people.
told me the same
You
thing.
speak Spanish?
Your dad told you what?
Do the same thing. Like, oh, Hispanics come from the blacks.
Man, look, can you say that on the camera for me real quick? Say that again. What your daddy tell you?
My dad told me Hispanics are black.
that the Hispanics come from the black, man.
Pull me outside up!
Oh, y'all strong, man. Look, we the same people, bro. We the same people, but our people don't know that. But what the devil do, the word devil just means deceiver. He divide and conquer.
Yeah, my dad, the same way as me, except for he's a little more faith and less science. So.
Okay, hey, we need him out here.
Yeah, we need him out here too.
Hey,
Hey,
drive all down.
hey, bro, you got a cell phone? Hey, we be out here all the time. Like, maybe look, we need you on our team, man. Cause you're trying to wake Spanish. You speak Spanish?
Yeah, actually, you can work on it.
You can work on that. I'm trying to learn Spanish. I'm trying to learn Spanish, so I want to wait. They so-called
Yeah, I've been
Hispanic.
thinking about like downloading Duolingo or something.
Yeah. What's your let me get your number, bro. If you don't mind. Look, I'm not a murderer. I'm not a
You're carrying this stuff around. Why the hell am I gonna think you're gonna say?
What's your number?
I actually trust the white people.
Hey, true.
Yeah.
At least you know what a nigga finna do. But you don't never know what he's talking.
Yeah, you never know. He might change on you in a minute.
We acting like, we gonna take it in. We gonna go over
Every
here.
time something crazy happens, it's never happens. Unless it's like some real petty crime,
Right,
or they get
right.
shot by a freaking car.
Right.
School shootings and all the other terrorists that have to move.
White people.
Mass shootings, it's a white guy.
White guy. What
Someone on crack in someone's face.
White guy. And what they gonna say? Oh, he was crazy. He was he's out of his mind. He's out of his mind.
Let's let him pass.
That's how they do. That's why the scripture says possess, slay them, and hold themselves not guilty.
We gotta do double standards there where we can
I agree with that.
Right. Because like, we gotta come together, man. The Lord said we gotta gather ourselves together, old nation, our desire. What's your number, King?
Let's see.
Is it 423?
I was still Florida when I got this.
Okay, 813
602.
602-4710. I'm calling you right now. I'm Amaziah, man. Lock me in. Hey, you gonna be hearing from me now. I be doing conference calls. So like, if you got any questions about anything or anything like that, make sure you call me. Give me a call or something. I enjoy talking to you. Give me a fly. Too. Hey,
Always enjoy talking.
hey, all praise to the Most High. Look, remember, you are an Israelite, man. Remember that. An Israelite. You're from the northern kingdom. The northern kingdom of Israel. What sign that? Let me show you one more time. Show you the sign real quick. You got Judah, so-called Negro. You got Benjamin, which is the so-called West Indies, Jamaica. You got Levi, which is saying Moses was a Levite. Levi, which are the so-called Haitians. So this one Moses was from. You got Simeon, which is the Dominicans. You got Zebulon, Guatemala, Panama. You got Ephraim, which is the four so-called Puerto Ricans. You got Manasseh. See, you Ephraim, tribe of Ephraim.
Oh, you Puerto Rican? Oh, hey, you eat.
You got Ephraim in this thing, that's right. Ephraim, you feel me? You Puerto Rican, you family, bro. You a family. Manasseh, which is the Cubans. You got Gad, North American Indians, which are Gad, tribe of Gad. You got Reuben, which is the Seminole Indians. You got Naphtali, which is Argentina and Chile. You got Asher, which is the Colombians, and you got Mexicans, which are
There's more little sister right there.
and you got Issachar, Mexican, which are Issachar. So, you know.
There's North Americans, that's I asked about that, but that's on my mom's side right there, my papa.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? So yeah, man, you're an Israelite, bro. Remember that. You're king walking
Yeah, I got a
man.
little brother, sister, got a different mom than me.
They do.
Yep. She's
Yeah.
Mexican though.
You Mexican though. And they our people too, you know what I'm saying? Like they being called wetbacks, they get treated like in harsh conditions, they in the ghetto like we is, man. And the thing about it, some of black people, they hate the so-called Hispanics for no cause, for no reason. We hate a lot of our people, they hate y'all for no reason. Because the white man.
Yeah, so that's why I kind of get rubbed the wrong way with Trump sometimes. It's Hispanics, no.
They do, we do.
And he has this whole thing with the wall.
They gonna rob a Mexican.
Trying to blame immigrants on a crime.
Right.
Well, statistically, it's actually freaking people who are actually born here commit more crimes.
Man, the people that came here and stole it committed the most
Yeah, and
crimes.
guess what? Guess the color of the people that commit crimes.
Say it again now.
Guess what color of the people?
Red.
Red.
They red.
They red. Genesis 25:25. You grab that real quick. Cause look, they come out of us.
When they get real cold, what color they
You
turn?
know signs, right? Two dominants can get together and have a recessive, but two recessives can get together and have a dominant, right? Yeah. So check this out. They actually come from us. When you read the book of Genesis, chapter 25, Isaac and Rebekah had two nations in their womb. She was pregnant. She went to the Lord saying, "Look,
You know, jail and stuff, even when they're black, it's usually because they've been falsely accused, or they just feel like, oh, well, this is for everyone right here. You know, any particular race, they go forward and have a lawyer or anything like that. They have to be guilty.
got they had to plead guilty."
Yeah.
They do.
Like, no matter they committed or
See,
not.
we need you on this side, man.
Yeah, we need
You're
you,
smart.
man.
You're a smart brother, man. You're a smart brother.
Well, sir.
Right, then you. So we need some Hispanic, bro. All we got is Judah right
All we
now.
got is Judah right now. All we got is this all you got. This all right here. That's all we got is Judah. It's like 5 of us, but we all Judah.
We need all these tribes. We need a Haitian over here. We need Dominicans.
You know what I'm
we need
saying?
Puerto Ricans. We need Cubans. We need everybody, man.
What y'all got going? We're just teaching our people their nationality according to the Bible.
Are you guys Israelites?
Yeah.
Oh, I used to live in Harlem.
Oh, for real?
Oh, so you know plenty.
My roommate was Israelite.
Okay, then yeah, we
Y'all
just.
believe in aliens, right?
No, we don't believe in aliens. We believe that what the so-called white man call aliens. We believe that what the slaves used to sing about, swing low, sweet cherry, come carry me home.
Yeah, so we used to say the same thing.
Right.
And a lot of the parties he used to go to, he dressed in garments like purple.
Yeah,
Right.
And he said that was like, I mean, it's interesting.
The holy days.
Right, because we not a color in the crayon like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ask our people their nationality today, you go get like 5 or 10 different answers. Some people gonna say more means black. Some people gonna say just black. With our nationality, it could be Crayola.
Yeah, it's a 12 tribe.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The Bible speak of it, you know? So,
Hey, God bless you out there.
hey, you too, brother. You too, man. Hey, you need to want to fly it. We take a flight.
Oh, you know what? I got all that stuff. He hooked me up. He's my old roommate.
Okay,
It was Judah.
Okay, then, King. Hey,
Actually, matter of fact, I'm Dominican, so I think my tribe is
Oh yeah.
You what you call? You
told me my tribe.
Simmons.
Yeah, something about Simmons. Yeah, I'm Simmons. I remember
Simmons.
So yeah, I'm Dominican, so he told me that.
Just remember, bro, you're king of the earth, man.
Yeah.
Where everybody get destroyed, bro. Just remember that now.
Wait, on you to come on this side too, man.
Yeah, man.
Put some fringes on.
Yeah.
The way I like to live my life is help those out of need.
You see that? You see that? He said he heard that in Harlem. He heard that from Harlem. So it's not just, we ain't crazy. We ain't just crazy yelling. This is going around global now.
Yeah. Let's see, I went from Victorville, California, Zephyr Hills, Florida, to here.
I went from Mississippi. I went from the west coast of Africa to Israel. I went from Israel to the west coast of Africa in 70 AD. To the Arabs and the Africans settlers, to the Greeks, to America, to Mississippi, and now I'm here in Chattanooga, Tennessee, because I moved.
Sam Barlow's. I just think the church is in Florida. My dad, you know why?
Why not?
He seems to be all about the
That's what it's all about. This judges, give me Micah 3 and 11 real quick.
So people want to go to a church. It seems like all their messages.
Money. And don't you know tithing, when you read in the Bible, tithing was one of money.
I might as well just go any random freaking building as part of the corporation and sit there and read about it.
They might as well.
How y'all doing?
Y'all check these out. Y'all check these out. Y'all get the chance.
I have a mic. The book of Micah, chapter 3, verse 11. The heads thereof judge for reward.
What the pastors do?
They judge for a reward.
They judge for a reward. Go ahead.
And the priests thereof teach for hire.
They teach for what?
Hire.
You gotta hire them just for you to try to hear something. They teach you the wrong message.
That's why I'm sad to my liberal history of the church. A lot of these folks tend to be motivated more by money than by the faith.
And they not even a real church. The church actually Israel is the church. When the Israelites was in the wilderness, they were the church. The church is the church in the wilderness. You see what I'm saying? We are the church. The Lord said he didn't dwell in a temple built by man's hand. He said he dwelled in us, he dwelled in you. Right now, the Lord is in the midst of us right now. He said he's in the midst of two or three gathered together in his name.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right here.
Always gotta keep it in your heart. Always gotta keep it in your heart, bro.
Heart meaning mind.
In your mind, yep.
You know, your heart just beats blood. It's pump blood.
That's right. That's what
I know
is
it's
that?
being
Mark's-
metaphorical, but
Right. But yeah, man. You had anything else in your heart?
And the prophets thereof divine for money.
The prophets thereof divine for money. They divine for money. That's the only way. That's the only way you teach them. That's the only way they'll go teach you if you gotta give money.
We got us a little.
You know what I'm saying?
Tour bus.
That's it. Grab. Let me get Isaiah 56 and 10.
It was about 100 shit.
Isaiah 56 and 10.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 56, verse 10. His watchmen are blind.
So the Lord said his watchmen are blind. When you read the book of Exodus, chapter 3 and 17, the Lord said, I have made thee watchmen for the house of Israel. You're supposed to give them warning at the Lord's mouth. You know what I'm saying? The Lord made us watchmen. What did he say about the so-called founders?
They are all ignorant.
They are what?
They are all ignorant.
The Lord said all these pastors in the churches are all what?
Ignorant.
All ignorant.
They are all dumb dogs.
They are what?
Dumb dogs.
The Lord called them a dumb dog. He called the pastors, the false pastors, he said they are dumb dogs.
They cannot bark.
What's the use of having a dog and if a thief breaking your house? Christ coming back like a thief in the night, right?
I used to have a lot like that.
Now ain't Christ coming back like a thief in the night? Now what's the use of you having a dog and thief breaking your house and then the dog don't even bark, he don't even warn you and let you know. So the pastor's supposed to be letting you know that Christ is coming back, that thief is coming back. He's coming back. That's all he wants. That's all they want. And the people, they so blind. They fall
sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber. Yeah. They are greedy dogs.
They are what?
Greedy dogs.
They are greedy dogs.
Which can never have enough.
They can never have enough. Give me all your money. Give me everything you got. Knowing these people struggling and they're oppressed trying to pay their bills and get everything. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we had the freaking Crusades and the freaking the war lasted 100 years, and all that was a freaking show of power.
Yup. So it was. These folks, that's why these folks is the devil, man. That's why they the devil, the Bible speaker. Like I keep saying, the word devil means what? Deceiver. So when we call white man the devil, it just means deceiver or accuser. Because like they deceived the whole earth. Told the whole earth that Jesus was black. They told the whole earth that they were the Jews or the so-called people of Israel. When they were put over there in that land by the United Nations. You know what I'm saying? The Lord said the Israelites would the Lord said he would put the Israelites back in there. Give me that Isaiah 14:2 real quick. Isaiah 14:2. The Lord gonna have to put the Israelites back in their land.
And the people shall take them. And
Start at verse 1.
for the Lord will have mercy on Jacob.
So when the Lord come back, He will have mercy on Jacob. 12 tribes of Israel. They represent Jacob had 12 sons, which make up those 12 tribes. The 12 disciples that Christ had following Him, each one of them was from one of them 12 tribes. Each they represented. Go ahead.
And will yet choose Israel.
And He yet, still again, He gonna do what?
Yet choose Israel.
Do what?
And set them in their own land.
So we ain't going back to Africa, because Africa not our land. Israel is our land. We gotta get set back.
And the strangers,
the other nations outside of the Israelites,
shall be joined with them.
They gonna be joined with us. They gonna cleave us like we have to cleave to them for everything that we want. Go ahead.
And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
They gonna cleave to the Israelites, and what else?
And the people shall take them.
And the people what?
Shall take them.
And do what?
And bring them to their place.
Let's take them and bring them to their place, and what?
And the house of Israel.
And the what?
The house of Israel.
So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. The house of Israel shall do what to the strangers?
Shall possess them.
Shall what?
Possess them.
It's my sign. I possess this. I own it. What the Lord say again?
Shall possess them.
In what?
In the land of the Lord for their servants.
In the kingdom of heaven. For what?
For servants.
For servants.
And handmaids.
Handmaids. And what?
And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were.
They shall take them slaves, whose slaves they were. Go ahead.
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
And they shall what?
Rule over their oppressors.
Their oppressors. Go ahead. Go ahead. Keep going. There's some more meat on that.
And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow.
So that when the Lord do that, He gonna give us rest from all our sorrow. Because we in sorrow. Go ahead.
And from thy fear.
And from our fear. Because right now we serving Him in fear. We can get put to death right now for doing this. Go ahead.
And from their hard bondage.
And from the hard bondage, proving we're still in bondage. Go ahead.
Wherein thou was made to serve. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon.
A proverb is a wise saying. He says, take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, saying,
and say, how have the oppressor ceased?
How have the oppressor ceased? Go ahead.
The golden city.
The golden city. America is a great multiplier. This is why all the nations want to come to America.
Ceased.
Ceased. It failed. Go down. Go ahead.
The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked. And the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke.
He who stroked the people in wrath with a continual stroke.
He that ruled the nations in anger.
He that what?
He that ruled the nations in anger.
Hey, y'all check this out. Y'all get the chance, man. Get this life. There you go. Y'all have a good night, man.
He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted.
What?
Is persecuted.
This man that ruled the nations in anger, he gonna be persecuted. Go ahead.
And none hindereth.
Nobody help him. Go ahead.
The whole earth is at rest.
When this guy go down, what gonna happen?
The whole earth is at rest.
The whole earth gonna be at rest. And what else gonna happen?
And it's quiet.
And it's quiet. It'll be peaceful. Go ahead.
They break forth into singing.
Everybody gonna break forth into singing. Woo! Go ahead.
Yeah. The fir trees rejoice at thee.
Even the trees gonna rejoice. Go ahead.
And the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us. Hell from beneath is moved from thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirred up the dead for thee. Even all the chief ones of the earth.
All the presidents of China and all across the globe, all the other different nations, the chief ones, the leaders of the governments of those cities.
It has raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. And they shall speak and say unto thee,
what they gonna say to the other nations?
Art thou also become weak as we?
They don't say, dang, have America become as weak as us? Go ahead.
Art thou become like us?
Thou become like us? Go ahead.
Thy pomp is brought down to the grave.
The word pomp means pride. It said thy pride is brought down to the grave, to the ground. Go ahead.
And the noise of thy vials.
The noise of thy vials, all these church songs and all this different crap, music and stuff that they promote. Go ahead.
The worm is spread under thee. And the worms cover thee. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer?
So now when you go to the Christian, now when you go to the, what's good, y'all? When you go to the, like when you go to church, when you get into Lucifer, this whole context been talking about the nation of Israel getting the kingdom, The Lord choosing Israel again. He taking down the king of Babylon. Now it's calling the king of Babylon. Who he called the king of Babylon? What did it say?
O Lucifer,
He called the king of Babylon Lucifer.
son of the morning,
Son of the morning. Go ahead.
how art thou cut down to the
How
ground?
art thou cut down to the ground? Go to Obadiah chapter 1 real quick. Obadiah chapter 1. Because it ain't even the fallen angels. Because they teach you that the angels fell. But when you read the book of Genesis, it tell you who were giants in those days before the angels even fell. So the angels and the sons of God.
I find about the devil here is recently it's been trying to blame him for all the evil in the world. And read the scripture, he's not freaking responsible for that stuff. Man,
Woo! Hey, brother in the spirit, brother in the spirit.
Hey, bring
Brother,
hey, give me
Spirit
some
King.
more, man. Give me some more. Hey, bring that out. Isaiah 45:7. Bring that out, man.
Especially freaking out, especially trying to take all the people seriously.
Right. They think it's literal. They think it's, and the Bible don't even mention the apple.
It doesn't even
Mention the apple. Because the scripture tell you men may be known by their what? Fruit. Men may be known by their fruit. Go ahead.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 45 and 7.
What's good. We still getting it in.
I formed the light.
I what?
I formed the light
God said I form the light.
and create darkness.
I create darkness.
I make peace
I make peace.
and create evil.
And create evil.
I, the Lord, do all these things.
Deuteronomy 32 and 39 real quick. Deuteronomy 32 and 39. So the Lord said he do all those things. Let's see what else the Lord do. Deuteronomy 32 and 39.
Deuteronomy 32 and 39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me.
That's right.
I kill.
I what?
I kill.
So all the killing that you see going on, when a spirit get into somebody, calls them to act out and do something, the Lord calls that. Go ahead.
I make alive.
I make alive.
I wound.
I wound.
And I heal.
And I heal.
Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
Neither is there any can deliver out of my hand. Could be Amos 3 and 6. Amos 3 and 6 real quick. And then I want 1 Kings chapter 22 and 19. I want to prove something real quick.
Shall a trumpet be blown in the city?
Shall a trumpet be blown in the city?
And the people not be afraid?
And the people not be afraid? Why? Because it's wartime. Go ahead.
Shall there be evil in the city?
Shall there be evil in the city? So all the evil that you see go on in Chattanooga, all the evil that you see go on in America, the Lord said, shall there be evil in the city?
And the Lord has not done it?
And the Lord have not done it? That's a rhetorical question. He said, shall there be evil in the city? And the Lord have not done it? 1 Kings chapter 22, 19 through 21. Because we spoke about evil angels. No, you spoke about fallen angels. My point is,
the devil is.
right. Well, the devil is the friendly neighborhood. The word Satan is an angel, but Satan don't fall. According to the book of Job, they go to and fro. Satan go to and fro in and out of the earth.
You only got to find the more recent years.
You know what I'm saying? Cause matter of fact, bring that out.
There's
Bring
no,
that out.
no red-skinned devil with the horns.
God. But there is red skin.
It is a red skinned devil. Remember, the book of Genesis calls Esau red.
And they got horns too.
That's right.
Horns of those kingdoms.
The book of Genesis, Isaac and Rebekah, she had 2 twins of her womb. The scripture tell you the first came out red all over like a hairy garment. He come out red and hairy. They say they call his name Esau. When you look up that word Esau means wasted away. Because the pigmentation in his melanin wasted away in his skin. And now he go around and conquer the whole earth. The Chinese were black, the Asians were black. Right, you know what I'm saying? Hell, you was black, and you know what I'm saying? And he fucked your skin up. Now he got you trying to look like them. You know
Right,
what you know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And he said, hear thou therefore the word of God. I saw the Lord sitting on his throne.
I saw the Lord sitting on his throne.
And all the hosts of heaven standing. And all the hosts of heaven.
The host of heaven, host is an army. Go ahead.
Standing by him on his right hand.
On his right hand.
And on his left hand.
And on his left hand. So he got angels on his right hand and his left hand. Evil angels and good angels. Go ahead.
And the Lord said, who shall persuade Ahab?
Who shall go down and persuade this man?
That he may go up and fall at
that he die.
Ramoth Gilead.
That he died Gilead.
And one said on this manner, and another said on that manner.
One said on this manner, one said on that manner. What that sound like? Debate. You like, I do it. No, let me do it. You see what I'm saying? That's what that sound like. Go ahead.
And the Lord said, who shall? And that came forth a spirit.
That came forth a spirit.
And stood before the Lord and said, I will persuade him. and said, I will persuade him.
The Spirit came forth and said, look, I'll do it, Lord. Go ahead.
And the Lord said unto him, wherewith?
How you gonna do it?
And he said, I will go forth, and I will be a lying spirit.
You gonna be what?
A lying spirit.
Lying is evil. This spirit said, I'm gonna be a lying spirit.
In the mouth of all his
In the
prophets.
mouth of all his prophets, just so I could cause him to die. So that killed the whole argument of angels falling down and angels disobeying the Lord, because the angels, the Lord got, it's all God's plan. This the Lord movie. You got angels behind the scenes, just like you watch a movie.
Instead of actors.
Yeah, you got actors. You know what I'm saying? We the actors. You got the angels behind the scenes. You know.
Have you ever seen Constantine?
Yeah, I have
seen that.
Yeah.
Constantine's great. That's great.
With the guy that played on Matrix.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah.
I seen that.
He got fire and shit like that going, you know.
Right.
Angels weren't these fear the good beings, like the anti-can line.
Right.
Or Lucifer with Michael.
Michael is the archangel.
Where Lucifer
And Lucifer.
but whereas the angels were
Yeah, like see, Lucifer just means light bearer. It's a Latin word. It's actually a Latin word. You know what I'm saying? Which means morning star.
Yeah,
Like,
the thing is, so this is
Lucifer.
all modern ideas where everything is supposed to be black and white. No,
Right.
where there is, yes, there is good and there is evil.
That's right.
You say
But it isn't, so
It's created by the Lord.
right.
It's
History is always created by who?
Victim,
The one who conquers it, right?
That's right.
which makes it biased.
Right.
That's
Always.
right. Yeah, always, bro. Always. Go to who? Go to damn. Cause this a spirit we just showed that the spirit said I would go be a lying spirit in the mouth of the prophet. Go to Sirach chapter 39, 28 and 31. Sirach 39, 28.
And hell, part of the reason why the whole Incan Empire and surrounding mystery is because the Spaniards came over.
God.
They tried to conquer them and brought disease.
That's what they did. That's what they did.
Like everything, yeah.
I got a book called The 13 Tribes that tell you that those people were picking lice and eating lice off each other, and they would wear their underwear until they disintegrated.
That's why Hitler said that he wasn't killing them, he was getting them showers and shit. That was diamonds, they didn't want to eat the food.
They didn't want to eat the food. And Hitler said once you find out what I was doing, World War III would actually take place. Because they went to real book.
The book of Sirach 39 and 28. There be spirits.
There be what?
There be spirits.
There be spirits
that are created for vengeance.
That are created for what?
Vengeance.
These spirits that the Lord created, which Jesus Christ created, because he created all things according to Colossians 2 and 8, the word of God. In the beginning was the word was God, the word was God. You know what I'm saying? Everything was created by him. But go ahead, those spirits were created
for vengeance.
For vengeance.
Which in their fury lay on sore strokes.
And then which in their fury they lay on sore strokes.
And in the time of destruction.
And in the time of what?
Destruction.
In the time of their destruction.
They pour out their force.
They pour out their force.
And appease the wrath of him that made them.
They do what?
Appease the wrath of him that made them.
So they appease the wrath of him that made them. They do what the Lord say do. When the Lord give a charge to tell their angel go down and do that, their angel don't say, well, why, Lord? I don't just give them another chance. They don't do that. They go down and they get it done. They not like you. They not in the flesh. Flesh is the only thing that causes us to sin. That's what, you know what I'm saying? That's the flesh. That's right. Yeah. That's right, man. That's right.
Remember his name right now was his name was one who God told him to kill his son.
Abraham. And he was testing him. And people say God don't tempt him. God tempted Abraham.
God do whatever he want.
He do whatever he want. Did his movie.
God will test you. He'll constantly test you.
He tested Job. He told Satan. What did he say? He said, Satan. Matter of fact,
that was bad. That was in there bad.
Yes. See, that's Satan's God. Satan doesn't believe in us. He believes he can. He doesn't believe we're capable of good or anything like that.
Because Satan know who he is. Satan believe in us. But Satan's job is he is hired by the Most High to cause mischief in the earth. To come down and test people, to get on people. That's why, remember, we read Revelation 2 and 9. Christ said, I know the blasphemy of them that say they are Jews and are not. But are the synagogue of Satan. Meaning Satan actually dwell in their temple.
Yeah, Satan's more like a board member than an administrative criminal.
that's right. So Satan actually dwell in their temple. Just like God come down and sups with us and dwell in our temple, Satan dwell in their temple. When you watch the movies, who always possessing the movies? White people. They showing you what it is. Hey, look, what color is the devil in the movie? What color is the devil? Like, you ever see like when they showing somebody in hell, and they showing somebody in hell, boy, what color is it? Red. What color is it now, son? Redneck. See what I'm saying? Yeah. The Bible calls them the priests.
In a little more recent years, too, God usually it's weird animated and animation gets played as being black, but
But you know, anime, I watch anime all the time. Where are the characters actually? Japanese, right? So why the hell they came as white and got blonde hair and blue eyes? Cause they gotta sell it to the American people. Just to let it broadcast over here.
That's right. That's why we don't see no black Chinese. There's plenty of black Chinese over there.
So the black Chinese over there making the goddamn anime and the goddamn manga.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's right, bro. So I said, well, look, we the children of God, bro. To give me a Luke chapter 13 and 3 real quick. Luke 13 and 3. Matter of fact, give me 1 Kings chapter 8. 1 Kings chapter 8 and 46. 1 Kings 8 and 46.
I'll listen to that, I gotta go.
Okay. Hey, I appreciate you listening this long, bro. You actually listened for a hell of a long time.
More than I want to talk to you.
Yeah, you the longest. Go ahead, bro. Bring it out.
If they sin against thee,
if they sin against you, bro, you sin. Your ancestors sinned against the Most High. And the Lord punished us. He sent the so-called white man against y'all in 1492 to conquer y'all. And now
that's why you had the son sacrifice himself.
That's right for the nation of Israel. Go ahead.
For there is no man that sinneth not.
No man that sinneth not.
And thou be angry with them.
And thou be angry with us.
And deliver them to the enemy.
And deliver them to who?
The enemy.
God said he delivered us to the enemy.
So that they carry them away captive.
Carry us away captive and ship y'all to Spain. Go ahead.
Into the land of the enemy.
To the land of the enemy.
Far or near.
Wherever it is at. Go ahead.
Yet if they shall bethink themselves.
Then shall they remember themselves. Tonight, brother, you've been marked by the Lord. You know what I'm saying? The Lord wants you to remember yourself, man. Come back to righteousness, man. Come back to trying to find out what it is to make the Lord happy. What makes the Lord happy like this. The country, because we've been taught that all we gotta do is say we love God. That ain't according to the Bible. The Lord said, if you love me, keep my commandments. You know what I'm saying? Then you actually got 613. But the people be like, oh, that's a lot. Well, some of the laws don't even apply for men. You got some of the laws for women. Some of the laws going to women on their cycle. You can't lay with a woman on her cycle. You know what I'm saying? So you got different laws.
So you got most of them are the priest laws. So you ain't really got to do like most of all. It's like 100 stuff that we actually got to do. You know,
we don't even got a temple right now. So some of the laws we can't do. You see what I'm saying? But the law is not done away with. We still have to keep the law. The pastors in the church telling us we don't, but all I would tell you, brother, like try your best to study, get some fringes, do a little more research. Don't let us just tell you anything, because you know what I'm saying. I want you.
No, that's why
checking in with.
Yeah. You pretty smart. You're pretty smart, brother, man. Smart brother.
You researched thoroughly though. You bringing it out.
Bringing it out, man. You have a good day, brother. Well, I guess we can go ready to head on out, man.
That's why I try not to have. I know my faith is always tested. That's why I kind of going to church. It felt, it felt like when I went there, people more money than I just trying to press the words.
Right. They not showing you how to get the kingdom of heaven.
They want that moolah.
Yeah. They telling you can eat shrimp, crab, pork and lobster, but the Bible tells you in Isaiah 66.
So I always try to confess the whole Lord.
Look, remember, you gotta hold them in your mind, man. When you hold them in your mind, you remember what he tells you to do. You remember your job, you remember your duty. And the whole duty of man is to fear God and speak his commandments. When you fear him, because you just said, brother, you said that God created you, God do this. So you know how God get down. You see what I'm saying? So, you know. But I gave you my number, I call your number, I'm gonna lock you in. I'll shoot you a link, send you a video link to check out as well.
If your number starts 423, I'm gonna pick it up, because I've been getting bot calls, but they normally don't.
I'll tell you what, I'll shoot you a text.
Alright.
She's like, no.
Definitely second.
Yeah, she's asking the first. So they're like, no.
Alright. Good talking to you.
Alright, bro, you too.
I said you be hearing, bro, man.
Sure will.
Damn. Where you going? I want to watch this motherfucking white ass nigga go, where the fuck he going? What y'all want to run into the door? Yeah, he ran into me. He just gonna run and then keep walking like a nigga like he just look.
Like
nigga, I ain't never seen a white nigga sad before.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen Esau sad. I swear to God, that's the first time I don't seen a couple of wiggers. But you notice them. But he like a redneck second.
Oh, bass ass. We gonna get this and we're
gonna knock it to my guy. What the fuck?
Just dig the work of the Lord. All praise to y'all by Shimmy outside another night. Just two brothers, but we come out anyway to do the will of the Lord.
That's right.
Do the will of the Lord and prophesy the downfall of America. Cause a lot of these coons, y'all love America, and we hate it. We hate it with a passion. We hate the white man with a passion. You know what I'm saying? We come out here to just teach our people who they are according to the Bible, man. We try to bid our people to the marriage. And we come out, even though it's just us, we ain't scared. We're gonna do it regardless, you know what I'm saying? No fear in us. The Lord said that servant, they knew his master work.
And then go out there and put it in.
Yes, didn't it?
Yep.
He said, thou what? Thou wicked.
What did it say, y'all?
Isaiah chapter 61, verse 1. The Spirit of the Lord God is upon me. Because the Lord has anointed me to preach good tidings.
Yeah, he anointed you to do what?
To preach good tidings.
Good tidings to what? To who?
And to the meek.
And to the who?
And to the meek.
No, everybody.
And to the meek.
And to the meek.
He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted.
To do what?
To bind up the brokenhearted.
To bind up the brokenhearted.
To proclaim liberty.
To proclaim what?
Liberty.
What?
Liberty to the captives.
Is that's in the Bible? Read it again.
Liberty to the captives.
And to the captives.
And the opening of the prison to them that are bound.
And the opening of the prison to them that are bound. So the Lord said we come out here to deliver the gospel to the meek, to the blind, to the captives. Who are the captives? Who was put on cargo slave ships and packed like sardines? We were the captives. Who on the bottom? Who on the bottom of America? The so-called blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans. Even though it's the Native American land, they on the bottom. They on reservations. Even though we built this up, even though we built this country up, we don't own anything. We in the ghettos. Even though they stole this land from the so-called Hispanic, they took the so-called Northern Kingdom and shipped them to Spain. Now they speak Spanish. Because Christopher Columbus was a Spaniard. He came here and conquered this land and stole it. He came here and conquered this land and stole it. You gotta know it up.
To proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord.
To proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord. That's what everybody waiting on. Everybody waiting on the acceptable year of the Lord.
In the day of vengeance.
In the day of what?
Vengeance.
No, the day of Lord.
The day of vengeance.
Not the day of peace.
The day of vengeance.
So when the Lord come back, he coming back for vengeance. Vengeance. He said the day of vengeance is within his heart. He's sitting on the side of the Father just meditating, can't wait to come back down here. Bring it up.
To appoint unto them that mourn in Zion.
To appoint them to mourn in what? And who?
Zion.
Now everybody.
And Zion.
Who are Zion? The Israelites. The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We ain't no color in the crayon box, man. You was enslaved and put on a slave ship, and you was labeled black. You was labeled Negro. You was labeled Afro-American, a hairstyle. You was labeled African-American, a hyphenated nationality. You was labeled that. You still labeled that. The Lord said we come out here to proclaim liberty to the captive. When you read the book of Baruch, give me the Baruch 3 and 8. Because our people in captivity, they don't know it. They don't got the physical change. That'll change on your mind. You don't know who you are. You don't know who you are, because they took the chains off the physical chains off you, and they put them on your brain. And then they broadened the damn plantation. They made it America, the whole damn plantation. You gotta have a passport to leave this motherfucker.
But the word emancipation actually means the way to take out of somebody else's hand and give to another.
That's right. That's right.
So we didn't get emancipated, we just the transfer of property.
That's right. Transfer of property. That's it. Then after that, what you have?
The book of Baruch chapter 3, verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity.
We are what?
We are yet this day in our captivity.
So the Lord said we're still in captivity. The so-called Negro walking around don't think he in captivity because he can smoke him a cigarette now. Because he can walk through Chattanooga and laugh now. He can laugh without putting his head in the bucket. And then he can walk through Chattanooga without being hanged on that bridge there. They hung a nigger on the bridge down there. And what was the bloodshed for that? What was the justice for that? Justice don't got no expiration date on it. These people had us in cargo slave ship. These people beat the shit out of us, stole our land, stole our language, stripped everything from us, and even stole our identity and claiming to be us.
God.
Bring that out, huh? What's some more on that?
Well, thou hast scattered us.
Well, thou hast what?
Scattered us. For a reproach.
For what?
A reproach.
For a reproach.
And a curse.
And a what?
And a curse.
A curse, because when you read the book of Deuteronomy, curses were going to come upon the Israelites. The Moses told the Israelites, look, if you obey the Lord your God, all these blessings will come upon you and overtake you. But the Lord said, if you don't do what I tell you to do, all these curses are going to come upon you and overtake you. So that's what happened to our people. All the curses came upon us and overtook us. And now we're in the condition that we're in right now. And what?
And to be subject to payments.
And to be subject to payments. Then you got to pay a light bill. Then you got to pay a water bill. Then you got to pay a sewage bill. Then you got to pay all these utility bills. You got to pay all these bills. You got to work like a damn slave just to get it. You still working like a slave. You're a slave working like a slave. They let you out the field and you still on the field. Now you're on your 9 to 5. That's trying to make ends meet because they didn't give you no reparation. They didn't give you no 40 acres of the mule like they promised you.
That's right.
This is going on out.
According to all the iniquities.
According to what?
All the iniquities.
Why all this stuff happened to us to be subject to payments and a curse?
According to all the iniquities.
Because of all our sins. Because of all our transgressions that we did against our God.
Of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our God.
We departed from the Lord our God. Because the Lord gave us laws, statutes, and commandments to run this earth, and we didn't want to keep them. We said we want to be like the other nations. We want to serve their gods, and we want to serve their idols. We don't want to serve the God, the creator of heaven and earth. We want to serve statues. We want to serve the golden calf. We want to serve Egyptology. We want to be a damn Jehovah's Witness. We want to be a Pentecostal. We want to be all these different denominations, but the Lord called us back repentance and telling us that we are the children of Israel, man.
That's right.
Bring that out, huh?
Hear Israel.
Hear it, who?
Israel. The commandments of life.
The commandments of life. This is the commandments of life. We're giving our people life. They don't want life.
Give ear to understand.
Give ear to understand what the hell going on.
How happened in Israel?
How did it happen, Israel? How did it happen, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans? How did it happen, the Hispanic, that your land got took from the so-called oppressor, the so-called white man? And how did it happen so coincidental? Is it coincidence for the same damn man to conquer the so-called Native Americans, to come get us from the west coast of Africa and conquer us too? They don't make no correlation to you that we the same people. They got the same enemy. But we're amongst each other, fighting amongst each other. Because our eyes evil towards our brother. Bring it out, huh?
That thou art in thy enemy's land.
We are in our enemy's land. We were by here on cargo slave ships.
That thou art waxing old.
We what?
Thou art waxing old.
What are we doing?
Waxing old.
What did our grandma do?
Wax old.
What did the great-great-grandma do?
Wax old.
We waxing old.
In a strange country.
In a strange country. We waxing old in a strange country. That's what we're doing right now. The Lord said, how happened it, Israel? You were so high upon the earth. How did you come down so low? How did we come down so low? Because we transgressed against our God. You got some more on that.
That thou art defiled with the dead.
We are foul with the dead. We are amongst the dead.
That thou art counted with them that go down into the grave.
Go down to the grave.
Why hast thou forsaken the fountain of wisdom?
Why have we what?
Forsaken the fountain of wisdom.
That's the fountain of wisdom. When you read these scriptures, that's this actually literally the fountain of wisdom. Go ahead.
For if thou hadst walked in the way of God,
if you would have kept the commandments, if you would have walked in the way of God,
thou should have dwelt in peace forever.
You would have dwelt in peace forever. If you would have walked in the commandments of the Lord your God, you would have dwelt in peace forever. But you didn't want to walk in the way of the Lord your God. You want to walk in the way of the other nation. Go to Jeremiah chapter 10. We always want to follow the ways of the other nation. We don't never want to follow. We don't want to follow the Bible. We never wanted to follow the Bible. Our people think they follow the Bible. They think they know the Bible. You don't know the Bible. You know Christianity. That's all you know. You know what would beat it to your back on the plantation. That's all you know.
That's right.
Nowhere in the Bible does it say be a damn Christianity.
Come.
The disciples were the Israelites. They were all different ethnicity. They were Israelites. You got that out.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, verse 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
There we go again. Who he speaking to?
O house of Israel.
O house of Israel. The Lord ain't speaking to everybody. Go ahead.
Thus says the Lord.
Thus saying who?
The Lord.
The Lord.
Learn not the way of the heathen.
So we don't supposed to learn the way of the heathen. We over here in America learning the ways of the heathen. These people taught us everything that we know. They taught us to hate our own people. They taught us everything we know. They taught us 4th of July. Our people celebrate 4th of July, and you celebrate another nation independence that took away your independence. What type of fucking sense that make?
Con.
So our people, we follow things and we don't even know the origin of it. We don't know the meaning behind it.
Con.
You celebrating the independence of somebody that took away yours. Bring it out again, huh?
Thus says the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
Learn not the way of the heathen. What's another tradition of the heathen? Christmas. Jesus Christ wasn't born on December the 25th. He was actually born in the springtime, in the month of Abib.
Con.
Not in the dead of the winter. The new year don't start in the dead of the winter. The new year actually starts in the beginning of spring.
That's right.
That's thus said the Lord. You gotta let God's word be true and every man a liar. How you doing, sister? Doing all right? You know your nationality? You mind if you want to take a flyer?
No.
You feel okay to listen?
Got a text to color purple.
Okay, sister. Okay, sister. Okay.
Color purple more important guy.
That catch the color purple.
Oh, man.
Bring it out.
Hey, I don't heard it all.
For the customs of the people are vain.
What the Lord say?
For the customs of the people are vain.
So all the tradition, Christmas, walking, holding hands with the oppressor and all of that stuff is in vain, man. The Lord said, don't join hand in hand, the wicked shall go unpunished. The wicked shall go unpunished. So y'all got to pay for that, man. You want to walk around and hold hand with our oppressor. The same people that had you slave. They sweep it under the rug, huh? It don't matter no more. It don't matter no more, and justice don't matter no more, and reparations or nothing, anything nothing matter no more. Even though you got nothing. You got nothing. You got the short end of the stick. You was set free a slave in Mississippi. I'm from Mississippi. People in Mississippi was still slave 100 damn years after.
Just got free in 2006.
It just got free in 2006 legally, according to the documentation. So we still slaves here in America, man. America got stolen property. What you got on there, dog? Y'all believe the Bible? Y'all believe in the Bible?
Absolutely.
What the Bible say about slavery?
Slavery is wrong. God doesn't look fine.
So what the Lord gonna do about it? And what happened to so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans? I said, so what are the Lord gonna do to what happened to the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans? You know, because like this whole land was built off of bloodshed, rape, robbing, and murder. You feel me? So like, what do you think should happen? You know, what do you think should happen? I hear you all that, but I believe the Bible. You know what I'm saying? That Bible says a pig can fly. I believe that pig can take off. So the Bible deals with races. There's 18 nations in the Bible. And each one of those nations got different judgments according to the Bible.
But the races are different cultures. They aren't defined by their skin.
No, it's not about skin color. The Lord tell you Israel is a speckled bird. So it's not about skin color, it's about nationality. It's about who you descend from, because when you read in the Bible, you mean run this down there too. Because contrary to popular belief, you know what I'm saying? Like you go to church, we went to church. They taught us that we color the crayon bottle. Reading the Bible, we see something else. Because when you read the Bible, it tell you that the Jews are black unto the ground. If I call you a child, you're childish, you're not a child, you're acting like a child. So the subject issue is something pertaining to the real thing. You see what I'm saying? So our argument is we are the real Jews, because when you read Revelation 2 and 9, Christ said, I know the blasphemy of them that say they are Jews and are not. So it will prophesy that people will be claiming to be the Jews, popular, claiming to be the Jews and are not, but are what? Synagogue of Satan. So they will actually be the chief house of Satan. So when you read the scriptures, they don't read the scriptures. The book of Deuteronomy, the Israelites were going to curses. There were curses were happening upon these people. They were prophesied thousands of years ago. When you read the book of Revelation 11 and 8, it said their dead bodies shall lie in spiritual Egypt. That's why America could govern everything after ancient Egypt. They follow all the ancient principles of ancient Babylon. You see what I'm saying? That's why you got the pyramid on the back of a dollar bill. Us going into slavery on ships, our children being stolen and given to another people. The Bible speaks about redemption and redemption.
Slavery's happened throughout history.
It happened throughout history, but you're talking about.
Paul says there's neither Jew nor Gentile.
But it's the thing. It's the thing. Neither Jew nor Greek.
Right.
Greeks are just a small remnant of people. When you go into everybody.
Well, then what Paul was saying to us though is that because Jesus Christ is the one that the Jews rejected,
Who you say rejected him?
There's now neither Jew nor Gentile.
The Jews rejected him. Remember, the Lord gave the northern kingdom a bill of divorce. They became Gentiles through their idols. That's why when you read the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 12 and 2, it said, ye all became Gentiles through your idols. So how can you become a Gentile if you're already a Gentile? See, that don't mean the same. So he was actually talking to those Israelites with their fallen Israelites. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But like, when you spoke about the Greek, not a Jew or Greek, the Bible don't even record the Greek captivity. When it do, it was actually in the Apocrypha that they took out, the Catholic Church took out the Apocrypha. You see what I'm saying? Which under the, Antiochus, the Greek king, he conquered the Israelites and made them profess themselves to be Jew. He said, matter of fact, we grab that real quick. Maccabees chapter 6 real quick.
So Maccabees is part of the Apocrypha.
Yeah, it's part of the Apocrypha. Like, it's a whole nation of people. Like, the point, what we come out here to do, we come out here to tell our people that they are more united color in the crayon. You're not a hyphenated nationality. You're not African American. We believe the Bible. The Bible says we fit the criteria to be the Jews. It said that we would have to go into slavery on slave ships when we read the book of Deuteronomy. You see what I'm saying? We were packing back in slave ships like sardines. Cargo slave ships. You see what I'm saying? Like we run into a lot of white people. And a lot of them, they hate what we be bringing out. But I'm glad we can have an actually civilized conversation. Because some people think that we can't actually have civilized conversation. We can, but it's just like when opinions differ, that's when all the argument comes in. But we definitely, without a doubt, we believe indeed that we are the chosen people of God. And God talks about
if you accept Christ,
but it's the thing. You can't accept Christ. Christ said, you have not chosen me, but I have chosen you. You see what I'm saying? So we can't choose him. Go to Hebrews chapter 12. Hebrews 12 and 16. Because it's 18 nations in the Bible. When you read about Esau in the Bible, that's the so-called, well, you probably not believe it, but it's the so-called white man biblical nationality. Because like Isaac and Rebecca, two dominants can get together and they can have a recessive. Two white people can get together and can't have a dominant.
Never.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and Ken Ham talks about that.
Right,
yeah,
you do.
You should look that up seriously, because I think you guys get a lot out of it. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it talks about, because we all get sort of caught up on skin color a little bit, right? In our culture and stuff.
Right.
And there's racism, we all agree with that.
Right. But he just want to be swept under the rug, you see what I'm saying? And we believe it ain't on expiration date on justice. You feel me? Go ahead.
You said racism is bad?
Yeah.
You say you believe in the Bible, right?
Yeah.
The Bible actually God of the Bible is racist.
Get the definition.
Well, he's holy, set aside his people.
That means you're
That's
racist,
right.
right?
He said his people.
Well,
His people.
We're gonna get
You got to realize his people. Check this out. He was put a definition, and I'm going to put a scripture. And the Lord said, let his word be true in every man's life.
God did not love the Philistines.
He didn't love any other nation.
Others, right? He had a,
According to the Bible, for example, you got John 3:16.
But you know what? Israelites, they had darker skin. They had darker skin than white.